Hello everyone, what is today's Bible verse? Yes, it is this timeless and comforting verse. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. Many people have heard these words before. Some have memorized them. Some have heard them read in moments of joy, others in moments of loss. But have you ever paused long enough to truly ask yourself what this verse means for your life today? Not years ago, not in theory, but right now, in the middle of your routines, your worries, your responsibilities, and your unanswered questions. This verse is not meant to be rushed. It is meant to be received slowly, because its power is quiet, not loud. When life feels overwhelming, most people instinctively try to gain more control. They plan harder, work longer, think more, worry more. Control feels like safety, but over time, control turns into exhaustion. Many people are not tired because they are doing too much physically, but because they are carrying too much mentally. They feel responsible for every outcome, every decision, every future possibility. And deep down, there is a silent fear that if they let go even a little, everything might fall apart. This is the space where Psalm 23 verse 1 speaks most clearly. It does not confront you aggressively. It does not tell you what to do. It simply reminds you of who is leading. The image of a shepherd is deeply personal. A shepherd knows the sheep individually. He understands their pace, their weaknesses, their tendencies to wander. He does not expect them to find the path on their own. He goes before them. When David said, "The Lord is my shepherd," he was not making a poetic statement for comfort alone. He was declaring trust in the middle of uncertainty. His life was marked by waiting, danger, and pressure. Yet he chose to define his life not by fear, but by guidance. This is important because it tells us that peace does not come from the absence of problems, but from the presence of direction. In modern life, many people feel directionless even when they appear successful. They have careers, schedules, and responsibilities, yet still feel unsure about where they are heading. This uncertainty creates anxiety. You can be busy all day and still feel lost at night. Psalm 23 verse 1 addresses this confusion at its core. When you acknowledge the Lord as your shepherd, you are admitting that you are not meant to lead your life alone. That admission is not weakness. It is relief. It lifts the pressure of having to know everything, fix everything, and anticipate everything. The second part of the verse, "I shall not want," is often misunderstood. It does not promise a life without struggle or disappointment. Instead, it speaks to sufficiency. It speaks to the idea that what truly sustains you will not be missing. Many people confuse wants with needs, and in doing so, they live with constant dissatisfaction. They believe that peace will come when circumstances improve, when goals are reached, when problems disappear. But this verse suggests something different. It suggests that peace is available even before circumstances change. When you trust the shepherd, your sense of lack begins to fade, not because everything is perfect, but because you are no longer facing life alone. This verse also challenges the modern obsession with comparison. People constantly measure their lives against others' progress, success, happiness. Comparison fuels the feeling of wanting, of never having enough. Psalm 23 verse 1 interrupts that cycle. It redirects your focus away from what others have and back to the care you are receiving. When the Lord is your shepherd, your journey does not need to look like anyone else's. Your pace is allowed to be different. Your path is allowed to be unique. And that realization brings freedom. As you sit with this verse, you may begin to notice how often your thoughts are filled with fear of lack of time, lack of strength, lack of clarity. This verse gently counters that fear. It does not deny reality, but it reframes it. It invites you to trust that what you need for today is already within reach. Guidance, strength, patience. These are not things you have to earn. They are part of the care being offered to you. In the next part, we will go deeper into how this verse applies directly to the pressures of modern life, work stress, emotional exhaustion, uncertainty about the future, and how embracing the role of being guided, rather than always leading, can bring lasting calm to your heart. As you continue to reflect on this verse, it begins to reveal how deeply it speaks to the way people live today. Modern life is fast, demanding, and often unforgiving. From the moment you wake up, you are pulled in multiple directions. There are messages to answer, responsibilities to manage, expectations to meet. Even moments meant for rest are filled with noise. Many people feel like they are constantly reacting rather than living with intention. This constant state of alertness leaves little space for peace. Psalm 23 verse 1 gently interrupts this pattern. When you say, "The Lord is my shepherd," you are choosing to step out of the role of constant manager and into the posture of trust. One of the greatest sources of anxiety in modern life is the belief that everything depends on you. If you don't plan carefully enough, something will go wrong. If you don't work hard enough, you will fall behind. If you don't stay alert, you will miss your chance. This mindset creates a heavy burden. It makes rest feel irresponsible and stillness feel dangerous. But the image of a shepherd offers a different truth. Sheep are not expected to map the terrain or watch for every threat. They move forward because they trust the one leading them. In the same way, trusting God as your shepherd does not mean ignoring responsibility. It means releasing the belief that you must carry responsibility alone. "I shall not want" speaks powerfully to the fear of scarcity that shapes so many decisions today. People worry about having enough money, enough opportunities, enough time. This fear drives overworking, comparison, and constant dissatisfaction. But this verse does not say that you will have everything you desire. It says that you will not lack what you truly need. That distinction is important. Needs sustain life. Wants often distract it. When you begin to trust that your needs are seen and cared for, the urgency to chase everything at once begins to soften. Many people struggle with decision-making because they are afraid of choosing wrong. They fear missing out or making a mistake that cannot be undone. This fear keeps them stuck, overthinking every option. But when you see yourself as being guided, decisions become less paralyzing. You may not always feel certain, but you can move forward with confidence that you are not alone in the process. Guidance does not always remove uncertainty, but it provides peace in the middle of it. This verse also speaks to emotional exhaustion. Many people are not just tired, they are drained from constantly being strong. They feel like they must hold everything together, even when they feel overwhelmed inside. A shepherd understands the condition of the sheep. He knows when they are tired, when they are vulnerable, when they need rest. In the same way, God's care extends to your emotional and mental well-being. You do not have to hide your weariness. Trusting the shepherd means allowing yourself to rest without guilt. In a culture that values productivity above well-being, rest is often seen as a reward rather than a necessity. But Psalm 23 verse 1 reframes rest as part of being cared for. When you believe that you are not lacking, you can stop striving to prove your worth. You can slow down without fear of falling behind. Peace becomes possible not because life is easy, but because you are no longer fighting life alone. As you apply this verse to your daily routine, small changes begin to happen. You become less reactive and more grounded. You begin to notice moments of calm that were always there but previously overlooked. You start to approach challenges with patience rather than panic. These changes may seem subtle, but over time they reshape how you experience life. Trust grows quietly. Anxiety loses some of its power. This verse does not remove all questions about the future, but it offers something equally valuable: assurance in the present. It reminds you that right now, in this moment, you are not without care. You are not without direction, and you are not lacking what truly matters. That awareness becomes a steady foundation as you move forward. In the next and final part, we will bring these reflections together and explore how living with this mindset, being guided rather than constantly striving, can lead to a deeper sense of peace and purpose, even in a world that feels uncertain. As we come to the end of this reflection, it's important to remember that the power of this verse does not lie in how often it is quoted, but in how deeply it is lived. "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want" is not a statement meant only for moments of worship or quiet reflection. It is meant to shape the way you move through ordinary days, the way you handle stress, the way you respond to uncertainty, the way you speak to yourself when things don't go as planned. When you truly accept this verse, it begins to change not just what you believe, but how you experience life. Many people search for peace by trying to eliminate every problem. They believe that once circumstances improve, once challenges are resolved, then peace will arrive. But experience teaches us that life rarely becomes completely settled. There is always something new to manage, something unexpected to face. This is why the promise of Psalm 23 verse 1 is so meaningful. It does not offer peace by removing uncertainty. It offers peace by providing presence. When the Lord is your shepherd, peace does not depend on external stability. It comes from knowing that you are being cared for even when life feels unstable. Living with this mindset allows you to approach each day differently. Instead of waking up already overwhelmed, you can begin your day with trust. Instead of viewing challenges as threats, you can see them as moments where guidance is still active. This does not mean you will never feel afraid or uncertain. It means those feelings no longer define you. They pass through, but they do not take control. The awareness that you are being led creates emotional space. Space to think clearly, space to breathe, space to respond rather than react. "I shall not want" also invites you to examine what you believe about yourself. Many people tie their sense of worth to productivity, success, or approval. When those things are threatened, they feel empty or inadequate. But this verse suggests that your value is not something you must earn. It is something already secured through care. When you internalize that truth, you become less driven by fear of failure and more guided by purpose. You can make decisions based on wisdom rather than desperation. As you move forward, there will be moments when the path feels unclear. There will be times when progress feels slow or direction feels uncertain. In those moments, this verse becomes a reminder to stay close rather than rush ahead. A shepherd does not abandon the sheep when the terrain becomes difficult. He remains present, adjusting the pace, ensuring safety. In the same way, God's guidance does not disappear when life becomes challenging. It becomes more necessary. This understanding also affects how you rest. When you believe you are being shepherded, rest no longer feels like wasted time. It becomes an act of trust. You allow yourself to pause because you know the journey is not dependent on constant effort. Rest restores perspective. It allows you to reconnect with what matters most. In stillness, you become more aware of the care that surrounds you. As this reflection concludes, consider carrying this verse with you not as a phrase to repeat, but as a truth to return to. Let it shape your responses when stress rises. Let it soften your thoughts when fear appears. Let it guide you back to peace when your mind begins to race. You do not need to have everything figured out. You do not need to move faster than you are able. You are being led with patience, attention, and purpose. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want is a declaration of trust in the middle of uncertainty. It is an acknowledgement that you are not alone on your journey. And when that truth settles into your heart, it changes how you walk forward. With less fear, with more calm, with the quiet confidence that whatever lies ahead, you will not face it alone.